do and talk about since we've seen Zach. We've had some NASCAR racing, and it's coming back this week. We've got so they went up to North Wilkesboro last weekend in the iRacing.
Yeah.
Did you ever go up there?
I've never been to North Wilkesboro. I would
Wilkesboro?
love to. Me and my father-in-law
Did you ever
actually
go to
just
North
talked about
Wilkesboro
it.
for a race, Daddy? No. Well, he drove by it. Well, we've all drove by it. So, that Junior and them cleared off the track and they brought it back and they raced on it. The Hendricks guys didn't race. Gordon did race. The last guy that won it, he did fairly well. Got caught up in a couple of wrecks. When the guys wreck on the iRacing, Hunter, you kind of just really don't know where the cars are going to go. A lot of times, if you're in real life and you start spinning, you're saving the car and not hitting anyone else.
Right.
I think the guys in iRacing, if they feel like they're going to wreck, they're going to take somebody else out with them sometimes and end up causing a wreck in the field. But Gordon got caught up there in the middle most of the time. He raced good. Earnhardt was running second to fifth for the most of the part of the race, and then he got caught up in a little action there late and ended up moving back and couldn't get back up to the front. And Denny Hamlin ended up winning on a bump and run against I think it was I can see this car right now. Ross Chastain. So he bumped him and got around him. And Chastain wrecked him in the victory lap. I don't know if anybody saw that, but Hamlin's driving around on the video game, Hunter, in the victory lap, and here comes Chastain and hammers him cold trickle style from Days of Thunder and took him out.
I thought
and Hamlin just spun around and then just went and started doing doing a burnout.
I thought they were doing live this weekend.
They are this weekend.
Weekend, because I went to look at it Sunday, and I'm like, where's the race at?
No, it's this weekend, the 17th.
Okay.
In Darlington.
I thought that was this past weekend. I told Mandy, I said, something ain't right. The race ain't up.
So what's cool about Darlington, Hunter, is this is where they do some of the throwback schemes. So not only is our first race in Darlington, we're getting throwback race schemes for this. So here I'm going to pull up some of the paint schemes in just a second. I wanted to go over exactly how they're going to do the starting lineup. So 1 through 12 will be determined by a random draw from the charter teams in those positions and team owner points. Positions 13 through 24 will be a random draw among charter teams in those position points, and the same. So basically, if you're in the top 12 in owners points, they're going to random draw for positions in every 12 spots. Is how they're going to do that. Starting lineup for the Cup Series event scheduled May 20th at Darlington will use the finishing order from May 17th as the basis for the lineup with one inversion. Starting positions 1 through 20. The top 20 finishers from May 17th will be inverted for the start of the 20th race. Starting 21 through 20, the bottom 20 finishers will start their finishing positions for the start of the May 20th race. Any other new entries could be placed at the tail end of the field. With that said, will there be any shenanigans there, Zach, fighting for that 21st spot instead of the 20th? So you think about it. If you're 20th, if you finish 20th at Darlington,
right,
the first race, you start 40th. If you finish 21st, you start on the pole. Whoever's riding in 20th, Hunter, would you break?
No.
Even if you don't get to pole, would you not break and then end up at 23rd, 20, just somewhere, just slow down? Yes. Oh, I got a tire.
Yes, because you don't want to be 40th.
Like that's a huge difference. And that's kind of a random. I don't know if anybody's thought about that yet, but whoever's in 20th, the bottom 20 will be they're going to invert. So whoever's in 20th,
it's gonna be a mess.
They should do some type of draw even after that. I believe
they could do the. I know it's putting a lot of thinking into some of this stuff, but I was thinking like they do for lottery basketball, the lottery, the draft lottery.
Yeah,
like
that's what they're going to do.
Give you more balls. It's what it sounded like. Give you more balls.
Well, what they're doing,
and that's basically the points for the
top
owner.
12.
Yeah.
They're doing random draws for every 12 drivers.
Yeah,
and then redoing that. But to say if you're 20th, you start 40th, and you're 21st, you're on the pole. That's a big difference. I don't understand. If I'm running 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th there, hey guys, let's go in the pits.
Everybody stops before they get to the finish line and just looks at each other.
let's pit a lap early or something like that.
Let's just wreck.
I mean, I don't know. NASCAR will figure it out. I'm sure. They'll do something, and I'm sure some guy, some country boy somewhere has already told them, "Hey, boys,
that's not too smart."
All right, here's the pit road. Some modifications. Pit selection for Charlotte events will be determined by May 24th, or on May 24th by qualifying, and then 27th by results of the 600. All three NASCAR series will have modified competition caution in the early portions of each race. Stoppages includes freezing the field to accommodate longer pit stops, allowing teams to make an extended race adjustment since they don't have practice. So basically, they're going to have a required pit. It's going to be longer than a normal pit, 30 seconds maybe, or something like that, maybe a minute, and then you're going to start back in the same spot that the field was frozen in. So you can't pass someone
On pit road
on pit road. Hunter, are we having internet issues? We're recording right now, so we're okay. We'll get it all up on the YouTube. The internet in this building is just weird. All right, so there will be no wave around rule in effect for the competition caution, granting a free pass for the first car one lap down. Pit road opens to the top 20, and then the next 20 on the following lap. Each car will keep its position at the top of the caution, provided it beats the pace car off pit road. The pit cycle repeats with the top 20, then the next 20. So let the guys figure that out, basically. The lineup will be reset according to the frozen order from restart. So it's 17th in the Cup Series, the 19th Xfinity, and the 20th Cup Series in Darlington. Then in Charlotte, we get the 24th Cup Series, 25th Xfinity, 26th Truck Series, and 27th Cup Series. So it'll be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday racing. No Saturday racing. I guess they're going to use those for travel. I'm not sure the exact reason for that. Why wouldn't they just why wouldn't they keep the regular Friday Saturday truck schedule or whatever? But go ahead.
I think some of this stuff that they're trying, and I think we might have talked about this last week, whether it's baseball, football, NASCAR, some of this stuff might take and stay on. Like, some of this new stuff they're trying, how they're doing all the races together, or even this regional stuff with baseball.
The baseball. So we'll get to that in a minute. Let's get. I want to roll through our some of our paint schemes here real quick. Click on my internet tab while you got a hold of that real quick, so I can scroll the internet Kevin right below that. Will be fine. So me and Zach are going to roll through some paint schemes here. Zach, this is of course one of my favorites of all time.
The original Petty
is the STP.
Yep, 43.
Richard Petty. So
I'm sure they'll have the good wrench out there too. I would hope.
This is Quinn Hoff, whatever that is. Monster.
Mm-hmm.
I got a fun thing I got to give Zach about that Monster logo. Discount Tire there for Brad Keselowski. There's a Busch Light Mobile, and somebody's face is gonna be there on Kevin Harvick's left rear fender. I don't know how else to word that. I guess I said that right. No, that was not any type of innuendo or anything. He's actually gonna have pictures there on his car. Hunter, is this? Do we need to call? Who is it? The Time Warner, whoever's running our internet. Yeah. All right. So we also got Zach Ryan Newman.
Is that Oscar Mayer?
That's Oscar Mayer winter fire car.
That's awesome.
They don't got no. There should be a hot dog.
It should be.
Why? No. What it should be is the side should be the bun, and then have a big hot dog winnie going right down the middle.
Oh.
This is the 10-car Almirola. Nothing special there. Denny Hamlin.
So Denny Hamlin, I like that one.
That's what he won in North Wilkesboro this past weekend.
car.
Clint Boyer, awful fun to listen to him do these iRacings while he's talking, while he's driving and stuff. He's pretty funny. Him and Gordon going back and forth Sunday was pretty good. Boyer had a good run there later. I think he had a chance to win, and then he got caught up with some stuff as well. About everybody got caught up with something at some point.
There's the old Bash Pro, wasn't it?
Of course,
Martin Truex.
21's always going to give you the red and white. Setup, the Pennzoil from Joey Logano.
Yeah, I like that car. I don't like Joey Logano, but
no fan of Logano. Huh? Kenseth returns. This is going to be his paint scheme, guys.
I don't like that.
In the credit one.
Gotta
What
get the
number's,
DeWalt
what
car
number's
out.
Newman? Did I just scroll by him? He used to be 39. John Hunter Nemechek. That's what's funny about him is in the iRacing, he wrecks all the time. And so I brought my kids out to watch the last race. This is at North Wilkesboro. There, I had them out to watch the race with me, and Nemechek was in front of Gordon at one point, and I told Hunter. I told Hunter. I told my son, I was like, watch out. There's a chance Gordon might wreck here because he's around Nemechek and he's a little crazy, and by God, it wasn't 2 laps after that he hit somebody else and wrecked somebody else, and Gordon slipped through. And I said, I told you. And then watching on the show, Gordon, it was a few laps later or something like that, and he said, no, it was Earnhardt. I watched the day after his feed, and while he was talking about it, and Nemechek got in front of Earnhardt, and he was behind him. He's like, oh God, John Hunter's behind me. I don't know what's about to happen here, boys. He said, we've had a good run so far. If we get wrecked here,
It's a known thing.
They knew he was coming, and something was about to happen. And he's in the Skag. He's got tiger stripes on his car this week in the Ford 38 car. But yeah, even Earnhardt was mentioning on I just started laughing on that one. He started complaining.
Ryan Newman's number 6.
Okay, let me get back up to 6. That is him in the hot dog car then, Zach. Ryan Newman is in the Oscar Mayer mobile this week. Do you think they did an injustice putting Ryan Newman in a car with flames all over it in his first race back?
That's horrible.
Hunter.
It's got to be some PR to that or something. You know,
he's got flames on his car. Like, who did that?
It's horrible, man.
What dummy did that?
Yeah.
There's the Oscar Mayer Flames car for Ryan Newman. Jeez. All right, let's see. Let me get back to where was that? 43. There's the. We're gonna go full screen on Bubba Wallace's. I guess we could have done this on everybody. I wonder if we could have. That'd have been nice. Maybe we can. We can. Now, Hunter, you might have to go back in there to get it live on the Facebook and restart it on that one. If you're streaming here and it's saying it is, that's probably what might be going on. I'm not sure. May have to refresh. All right, Zach, I've got the playlist. The car's up and going here now on this playlist. Let's get everybody where they can see it good. So there's Stenhouse, Nature Valley Healthy Choice car. You want to get a Swamp Rabbit?
Yeah,
you know what a Swamp Rabbit is?
I have no clue.
I don't either. I was hoping you did. It's the Swamp Rabbit 77 car. Trying to read his name. I couldn't read his name. Obviously don't know who that one is. Sorry for whoever 77 is in the Swamp Rabbit. You got a cool car name. But there's some of the paint schemes for coming up this weekend. In Darlington, of course, will be in Charlotte. All of those on WCSL 1590 AM, 92.3 FM on KTC Broadcasting.com.